The V-mount batteries are those big blocks that we see over here on the table, just like the ones we use on roaming. Each one of these batteries is 222 watts. This will last up to 8 hours. We don't have to worry about swapping batteries. Compared to the BPU batteries that we use, they'll die within 4 to 6. We need it for it to last the entire session. So this is going to relay directly to our Teradek system, which we'll be setting up today. But for right now, let's go ahead and mount these directly to each camera. I'll take this.
So essentially after Easter, we can actually use these.
Absolutely, yeah. We're currently using one right now on camera 2. We can throw these away, guys. We don't need the boxes. Thank you. Let's make sure that you guys...
I didn't hear a click, that's why.
You didn't hear a click, so you didn't mount it correctly. If you don't hear the click...
This is what you should learn, not that.
Put the quick release. If you hit it like this, it should be fine.
Good?
Yeah.
Oh.
Make sure that this is nice and tight. And then these can be closed now. Just always make sure that the compartments are closed. We're going to start with the first system, okay? So this is the Teradek LT750. This is the transmitter that's going to feed directly to the receiver hooked up to his SDI console. So we're going to start with this one. Remember, ND preset, we want to make sure that it's on because we're outside. The preset right now is at 4300, so we're going to drop this to 53. So we're daylight. We're outside. Remember, we're not inside anymore. Okay. Can someone hold that SDI cable for me? I'm going to start with the arm. Stay close. The arm has a couple entry points, okay? We can do 2 ways. The first one, I can do it here since there's no attachment. I can run it from here, okay? Or I could also run it from here. This is what I was telling you guys. So we can adjust the quarter 20s how we need them. Here. Okay, and I can mount the arm like this. Now I can adjust this guy right here because this is going to clamp onto the back of the Teradek. So I'm going to lock it in place. I like this placement, and I'll teach you guys how to use it. Can I see the receiver? Or the transmitter, sorry. Okay. These have quarter 20s on the back of them and also one on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to attach it here, and I'm going to turn it. Just like this, counterclockwise, okay? When you guys mount it, you want it to sit nice and flush, right about there, okay? Make sure that this is nice and locked in. Once you have it there, it won't move. This arm always has to be locked so nothing is moving, okay? Now I have my LEMO pin connector. Let me show you guys this. Brandon, come on this side so you can get it on video. Okay, this is called the 2-pin LEMO. There's 2 pins inside of it. You guys see those? They're very small. Kind of like the mounting plates. When you mount a lens, they have that white dot and you connect it to this. This one has it here on the back. So you want to line up those 2 pins, and the pins are going to insert directly here. And you're going to hear that little click. You got to hear the click so that way you know it's in there secure, okay? Now, I'm going to run my cable. I like to do a little bit of like over and under style here. Okay. And I have a D-tap connector, so there's a couple things that I can do here. One, I can relay it directly here, like I was telling you guys, there's a hot swap here, and then one on the other side, and then right here on the side of the battery. I want to connect it directly here, so we're feeding directly from that compartment. Okay? So once I have it hooked up on the side of this Teradek, come back over here, I'm going to see the screen. So to turn it on and off, that's off right there. You'll see the little Teradek boot up screen. Right now it's not linked to anything, right? But we have power. Why? Because we're hot swapping directly from the V-mount. Everything right now is powering the camera and the Teradek system. Simple? Okay. Now if I wanted to use that arm on here, you notice how like the placement, I can go in more if I wanted to, like this. This is just clean. You know what I mean? Like there's no obstruction and your hand is over here, you're still able to control the system. Does that make sense?
Sunday.
everything's gonna be set up, or we have to set everything up, or?
So the first 8 a.m. crew will come in and they'll set up exactly like this. So I myself, I'll be here tomorrow for the 8 a.m. to set up the system just like this. The only thing that we're hooking up is the Teradek system and this adapter here with the V-mount.
Okay.
Everything else, we've installed the cage, lenses are on it, cameras turn on. All you guys have to remember now is the white balance preset, because we were having the issue last Sunday and we didn't reset it. Make sure that you guys turn off the curtain, the ND filter, turn it off when you're inside. Set it back to what? 3700. A should always be set to 3700. B should set to 4300 when we go to message. But outside, we're going to be at preset, which will be 5300. Does that make sense? Always make sure that this is facing out like this. So as you're putting it on, you want that to connect. And then go under. Hold on. Did this one first.
But this should just show like the screen, like
Boom.
So right now, don't see it. So do we have the pathlet for this?
The hairlines, which is those grids. So way to turn everything back on, hit display. Display will show you everything. If you guys are comfortable with the settings on the camera, just turn it off. One more thing that I forgot to show you guys. Thank you for giving this to me, by the way. So we're gonna go here, SDI in, the same way that we would hook up directly inside, okay? Because this has to feed the SDI signal directly here. Now you can just run it through here at the top, or you can, yeah, let's do this. Run it here, unplug the first SDI, okay? We're not going time code because we're not hooking up all cameras to be in sync. If we were using like a wireless system, you want this signal to feed directly to the Teradek. Can be a little tricky at first. If you have to remove the battery, that's fine. But please get into the framework of installing the SDI cable first before you power on the Teradek. This is called the SDI protocol. You don't want to fry the SDI port. Once it's like tightened all the way and you can't turn it no more, all you're basically doing is moving the arm. Here, that's it.
Tighten the bottom, right?
Yeah, and then essentially all we're doing, you guys saw how I pointed this like that. We're just gonna go down, nice and easy, like that, and tighten that bad boy. And then, Teradek, Mr. LT750. What are we doing here, Frank? There's quarter 20s here, you wanna go on the middle. You're turning clockwise. Make sure that it's on there, nice and tight. Keep going until you can't anymore. Don't worry about the rubbers or the plastic. It has to go all the way.
That's tight, dude.
It's tight? Yeah. Let's go back. Go back one more, right there. What it is this right here. Let's see. I'm gonna loosen it just for the sake of right there. There we go.
Yeah, and then the support
Awesome.
lines, yeah.
We want our cable, so the antennas always have to be pointing up like this, guys, because it's got to connect directly to the receiver.
Yeah, they had these a little bit more.
Look, come over here. If you need to like look at anything, always come and check what we've already created the first time. It's the bottom ones.
Oh, that way. Sorry.
All the way?
Yeah, we want it eye level right there, and go ahead and lock.
Okay, we can hear.
Yeah, make sure that those are always check the tripods, no matter what station you're on. Okay. You see how this is not leveled? I gotta twist this lever. Okay. Hold it on the handle. Keep going. And right about there. Okay. It's good. Nothing should be loose. Oh, these right here need to get tightened with the Allen key.
That's the pastries, right?
That's pastries. What can you just
Is it going bottom or the top?
also have donut holes.
SDI in. Always remember that for yourself, okay? SDI in. It's the first port. There you go. Now, if you need to move this little guy right here, just for the sake of mounting that, you can turn it like this for now. Okay. Handle it from here. It's good. Yeah, we gotta tighten this one right here. If it's loose, hold on. How about now? Yeah, it's this one right here.
Well, when we step, I mean, we gotta be careful, obviously, with the steps, that it moves. Like,
That's fine. Are you?
okay.
Yeah. We do it all the time when we're roaming.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking because I don't know. I mean, you know, with my movement, does that like throw everything off?
Are you familiar with a ninja walk?
No.
The ninjas, you know how they walk heel to toe? Like if you're moving around and you're outside, you got to move quick. But if you're inside and you want to be precise, use the ninja method. It's like the same thing if I was using a gimbal. I wouldn't move so quick. I would just take my time. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. But it's gonna depend on how precise you want to be. You know what I mean? All right, guys, it's official. We have signal for the first time here on the Teradek. This is for camera 2. We're gonna be testing 2 more of the Teradek units after we find the Limo pin connector. But we've got signal. Can you go follow Frank and show?
Oh, that's Frank.
Yep. So he's live. Hey, pan around him, Frank. Around Brandon. Go around Brandon. Show us the subject. Bring it up eye level, please. Eye level. All right, here we go. Sending video. Searching. Is that you? You're on the servo? You're on the servo? On the finger? Okay.
Look. If you guys could do this.
Yeah.
Look. Okay, let me see. Shit was here. This is not working. It's a configuration that we need to.
The antennas are pointing up. The receiver has to be on a higher platform so that way there's no interference. Because once you start like putting the building between us and you went all the way over here. But if you stay right here in line of sight, there's no connection issues over there. Okay, let's go. Point it at the face. Point it that way. Like look at Christopher. Me? I'm talking. So they want to see how it looks like when I'm talking directly to the camera. But if we're there on the street, we should have a clear signal. If it's on a higher platform, we won't have any interference between the building.